We have no time for this, Furion. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years. The entire kingdom devastated its world. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
Sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace. Bound to the World Tree, we are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is
The
amiss.
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
I stand ready.
The land and I are
Someone
one.
threatens the
On your
wild.
mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of
What
Elune.
threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
My strength is yours.
Someone threatens
Has
the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses? Ashtarodaldo.
Research finished.
The goddess calls.
Our time is short.
Something is amiss. As sleep dulled my senses.
Our allies' town needs
The
help.
land and I are
I
one.
hear the voice.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
Threatens these lands. What the land and I are one. For Kalimdor.
I hear the voice. Immediately.
Research
Has
finished.
sleep dulled my senses? Something is
I heed
amiss.
the voice of
I'm
Elune.
awake. I'm awake.
Someone threatens the
Has
land.
sleep dulled my
The goddess
senses?
calls.
What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. The land and I are one. The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
The sleeper has awakened.
What
Our
threatens
time
these
is
lands?
short.
The goddess
Something
calls.
is amiss.
I heed the voice of
Ashtarodaldo.
Elune.
Your building is
Someone
Has
threatens
sleep
the wild.
dulled my senses?
Our allies'
The
town
land
needs
and
help.
I are one.
So be it. I heed the voice.
Dulled my senses?
I heed the voice. So be it.
Sleep dulled my senses?
My strength is yours. My path is clear.
The land and I are one.
Create more moonways.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
As the goddess wills.
We can't build there.
The goddess calls.
The land and
I heed the voice of Elune.
The great outdoors.
As the goddess
dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Threatens
The
these
goddess
lands?
calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and I are
I heed
one.
the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Point the way.
In position.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice
The
of
land
Elune.
and I are one.
The goddess
Threatens
calls.
these lands?
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the
Something
wild.
is amiss. What threatens these lands? Has sleep
Ashrathoraman.
dulled my senses?
Anudura.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Dulled my senses?
The goddess. The goddess.
Anudora. Okalamdor.
Someone
and
threatens the
I
wild.
dulled my senses.
Ashrathoran,
Is
Our
amiss.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
the goddess calls.
What threat?
What is nature?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
What threatens these lands?
Our time is
Something
short.
is amiss.
Your building is complete.
The
Ashrathoran,
sleeper has
The land
awakened.
and I
the
are
goddess
one.
calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
The goddess
Our
calls.
allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoran,
It shall be done.
someone threatens the wilds. Your building is I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
Is amiss.
I heed the voice of
These
Elune.
lands.
Ashrathoran,
Is amiss.
the goddess
Has
calls.
sleep
Where
dulled
shall I
my
strike?
senses?
Of course. Of course. Anudora.
The land and I are one.
Where shall I strike?
Ashrathoraman, someone threatens the
Threatens
wild.
these lands. Ashtherodanador.
Our allies' town needs help.
The land
has
and I
awakened.
are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora.
Short
Our
work.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman,
What threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. Something
Someone
is
threatens
amiss.
the wild. Immediately, as the goddess wills.
What threatens
I heed
these
the
lands?
voice of Elune.
The land and
The
I are
goddess
one.
great outdoors.
Hinduli Rethad. So be it.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman,
The land and I
Our
are
time
one.
is
someone
short.
threatens the wilds. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. Something
goddess
is
calls.
amiss. Ashtherodanador.
Ashrathoraman,
Threatens
I'm
these
awake.
lands.
I'm awake.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
One. My senses
the goddess. Ashrathoraman,
is amiss.
someone threatens the wild.
One. Has sleep
Hi.
dulled my
I
senses?
heed the voice of Elune.
Something is
Someone
amiss.
threatens the wild.
The land and I
I heed
are
the
one.
voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman,
Ah, the great outdoors.
the goddess
Threatens
calls.
these lands.
Our allies'
The
town
land
needs
and
help.
I
Someone threatens the wild.
threatens these lands.
I heed the voice.
I are one.
The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
I heed the
Are we
voice.
being invaded?
Someone
Has sleep
threatens the wild.
dulled my senses? What
I heed
threatens
the
these
voice of
lands?
Where
Elise.
shall I strike? Of course.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone
The
threatens the
land
wild.
and
Where
I
shall
are
I
one.
strike?
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
The goddess
What
calls.
threatens these lands?
The sleeper has
The
awakened.
Someone
land and
threatens the
I are
wild.
one.
I heed the voice of
What
Elune.
threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Has sleep
Ashrathoraman.
dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is amiss. Something is amiss.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land
Ashrathoraman.
and I are one.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone
Has
threatens
sleep
the wilds.
dulled my senses?
As the goddess
What
wills.
threatens these lands? For Kalimdor,
The goddess calls. In the name of Cenarius! I heed the voice of Elune.
Hello?
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Inventory is full.
So be it.
Ah, the
Someone
great
threatens the
outdoors.
threatens these lands. Ashtherodanador,
Ashrathoraman.
Our allies'
By
town needs
Elune.
help. An allied champion has
something
fallen.
is amiss. Anudora,
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it.
Our allies'
As the
town
goddess
needs
wills.
help.
By Elune.
has sleep
Our
dulled
time
my
is short.
senses?
Ashrathoraman.
The
Immediately.
land and I are one.
I heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Stormbringer, show yourself! Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Our allies' town needs help. Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us.
Goddess calls.
Ah, the great
Threatens
outdoors.
these
The goddess
lands.
calls.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the
Has
voice
sleep
of Elune.
dulled my
My
senses?
strength is yours. My path is
The
clear.
land and I are one.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens
What
the wilds.
threatens these lands? For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador, it shall be done. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador,
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess
Has sleep
wills.
dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Anudora.
Research finished.
Someone threatens
Has
the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses?
Insufficient gold. Your building is
Ashrathorum.
complete.
Something is amiss.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. We can't build there.
What threatens these lands? The last
The goddess calls. By
something
Elune.
is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Dulled my senses.
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Our warriors have engaged the
I
enemy.
heed the
Standing guard.
My strength is yours.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Dulled my
Our
senses.
time is short.
Ashrathorum.
Threatens these lands. The land and I
What
are
is
one.
nature's call?
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
So be it. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wild.
Your
dulled
building
my
is
senses?
complete.
The land and I are one. It shall
Ashrathoraman.
something amiss. Anudora.
Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the
Has
wilds.
sleep dulled my senses?
Axe.
I heed the voice of
Something is
Elune.
amiss. It shall be done. Anudora.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands.
The goddess calls. Someone
The
threatens the
land
wilds.
and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses?
The goddess
Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman.
Under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
Great out.
Our warriors have engaged. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is amiss. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Ashtherodana. It shall be done. For Kalimdor,
The goddess calls.
something is amiss. What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep
The sleeper
dulled my
has
senses?
awakened. My path is clear.
And I are one.
The sleeper
The goddess
has awakened.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Where shall I strike? Where shall I strike? Anudora, of course. Our time is short, of course. I'm awake. I'm awake. The path is clear. Anudora, our strength is yours.
Threatens these lands. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Something.
The goddess
is amiss.
My strength is yours.
Ashrathoraman.
I'm awake. I'm awake. At once, my path is clear.
The goddess
is amiss.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Hi!
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of a moon.
Threatens these lands.
The goddess calls. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and I.
Anudora.
I heed the voice of a moon.
Is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? Ashtherodanador. For
Ashrathoraman.
Kalimdor, it shall be
The
done.
goddess calls.
For
The
Kalimdor,
sleeper has
it
awakened.
shall be done.
Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it. The goddess calls.
Take your time. Look around.
I heed the voice of Eluna.
Something is amiss.
Where shall I strike? Of course. Our time is short. I'm awake. At once. Where shall I strike?
More lumber is required.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess
The land
calls.
and I are one. Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
By the great wind
At once.
I come.
My path is clear. Of course.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Threatens these lands. Has sleep dulled my senses?
heed the
land
voice of
and
Elune.
I are one.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
More lumber is required.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? Is amiss.
The goddess. By
Threatens
Elune.
these lands.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess
What
calls.
threatens these lands? For Kalimdor.
Anudora, my
Research.
strength is yours. I'm awake. At once. Of course.
I heed the
My
voice of
strength
Elune.
is yours.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Is there
Has
trouble?
sleep
Are we
dulled
being
my
invaded?
senses?
Someone threatens the wilds.
The land
Hi.
and I are one. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Something is
Ashrathoraman.
amiss.
As the goddess
What
wills.
threatens
I heed the
these
voice of
lands?
Elune. Someone
Has
threatens
sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Our time is yours.
Amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the
Something
wilds.
is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Has
I heed
sleep
the voice of
dulled my
Elune.
senses?
The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of
The
Elune.
Ah,
sleeper
the
has
great
awakened.
Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Can I help
Our
Someone
warriors
threatens the
have
wilds.
engaged the enemy.
Immediately.
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess
dulled my
strength is
senses.
yours.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep
Ashrathoraman.
dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds.
The land
Ashrathoraman.
and I are one.
I heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is
The
amiss.
goddess calls.
Something is
Ashrathoraman.
amiss. The
Someone
land and
threatens
I
the
are
wilds.
one.
The goddess
What
calls.
threatens these lands?
We can't build.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The sleeper has
I
awakened.
heed the voice of
Our
Elune.
time is short.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep
Someone
dulled my
threatens the
senses?
wilds.
It shall be done. Something
the voice
is
of Elune.
amiss.
Goddess
The land.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess. I
Our strength is yours.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled
I
my
heed the voice
senses?
of Elune.
The sleeper has
Someone
awakened.
threatens the wilds.
What is
Your
nature's
mandate
call?
is depleted.
Are we being invaded? Hi! An allied champion has fallen.
By the great winds, I am prepared.
Ashrathoraman.
Our time is short. Where shall I strike?
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Great outdoors.
My strength is yours.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand
I'm
ready.
awake. I'm awake. Once. My strength
Someone
is
threatens the
yours.
wilds.
The land and I
Is
are
there
one.
trouble?
Someone threatens the
The
wilds.
land and I are one.
Our allies' town needs help. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ah, the great outdoors.
You orcs are weak and hardly worth the effort. I wonder why Manaroth even bothered with you.
Our spirit is stronger than you know, demon. If we are to fall, then so be it. At least now, we are free.
You actually hurt me. Are there none left to stand against the Legion? This is almost too easy. If I had known that this mortal resistance would be so weak, I would have launched this invasion centuries ago.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs
Ashrathoraman.
help.
I heed the voice of
Threatens
Elune.
these lands.
The goddess
Has
calls.
What is
sleep
nature's
dulled
call?
my senses?
Where shall I strike?
I heed the voice of
Is
Elune.
amiss.
Priestess, the undead have constructed a final settlement. They are mustering new forces with every passing moment.
Someone
Has
threatens
sleep
the wilds.
dulled my senses?
The sleeper has awakened.
Insufficient
I
gold.
heed the voice of Elune.
The land and
Our
I
time
are
is
one.
short.
Ashrathoraman.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Where shall I strike? My strength is yours.
Someone threatens the wild.
Is amiss.
O Kalimdor! The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens
The
these
sleeper
lands.
has
goddess
awakened. Our
threatens
time
these
is
lands.
short.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Hello?
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone
Has
threatens the wild.
dulled my senses.
The goddess
My
calls.
strength is yours.
The
The
goddess
land and
calls.
I are one.
Someone
for
threatens the
Kalimdor.
wild. Ashrathoraman.
What
As the
threatens
goddess
these
wills.
lands?
I heed the
Has
voice
sleep
of Elune.
dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
I heed the
The
voice of
land and
Elune.
I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is
The
amiss.
goddess calls.
Anudora.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
Someone
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it. By Elune. I heed the voice. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
One.
Our gold
time
mine is
is
running
yours.
low.
The goddess Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Of course. Anudora.
Are we being invaded?
Has sleep
Where
Ah,
shall I
the
start?
great outdoors.
Something is amiss.
Is there trouble?
The goddess
Threatens
calls.
these
I heed the
lands.
voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The
Has
goddess
sleep
calls.
dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled
Ashrathoraman.
my senses?
Are we being invaded?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold.
Ah,
goddess
the
calls.
great outdoors.
I'm awake.
Someone threatens the
Threatens these
wild.
lands. The
Ashrathoraman.
land and I
Hi.
are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed
Our
the voice
warriors
of
have
Elune.
engaged
Has
the
sleep
enemy.
dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Someone
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our sacred grove is being
great outdoors.
We
Our
can't
warriors
build
have
there.
engaged
I
the
heed
enemy.
voice.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Dulled my senses.
I heed the voice of
Threatens
Elune.
these lands.
Insufficient gold. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the
Our
wild.
warriors have engaged the Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed the voice of
Threatens these
Elune.
lands.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The land and I are one.
Your building is someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Of
Our
course.
sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
I heed the
As
voice of
sleep
Elune.
dulled my senses.
Our warriors have
The
engaged the
land and I
enemy.
are one.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the
As
voice of
sleep
Elune.
dulled my senses. Something
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
shall be done.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Our time is short.
Ashrathoraman.
Dulled my senses.
I heed the voice of
The land and I are one. It shall be. I belong. My senses. The land and
Ashrathoraman.
I are one.
The goddess calls.
Something
goddess
is
calls.
amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands.
Someone
As
threatens the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman.
The
I heed
land
the
and
voice
I
of
are
Elune.
one.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
I hear the voice of a loon. I hear the voice of a loon. Someone came to
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Anudora!
so be it. Ashathora. I hear the voice of a loon.
The land
The
and I
goddess.
are one. It shall be done.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone comes to so be it.
Our warriors have engaged. Our
So
champion
be it.
has fallen.
As the goddess wills. I am.
Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
At last, the way to the World Tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends.